FM 94, The Dark. It is that time again. It's time to get to know a band we play here on The Dark. And I'm excited about this because a lot of times we talk over the phone. But tonight, we're right here in studio. We're talking with the band Vajra. And in studio tonight is Anna Maria and the clan here with Harry, Dave, and Gustavo. So congratulations. I got that out pretty good, didn't I? For the most part. All right. That's all right. Hey, anyway, it's great to see you, first of all, Anna Maria. We've had a chance to talk last year here on the airwaves. It was over the phone, unfortunately.
That's right.
And now we get to see you in person. And first of all, everybody's missing out because I get to see the whole band here. But the cool thing is, you guys are in Little Falls tomorrow night.
That's right.
Playing down at the Dam Bar and Grill at 7 o'clock, doing an acoustic song version down there. Looking forward to that. Are you guys looking forward to that?
Yeah, we're really looking forward to that. It's going to be good.
Should be a lot of fun, shouldn't it? Let's talk about what you guys have been up to as of late as a band. And you're tomorrow night playing down at the Dam Bar and Grill. After that, I believe you also have coming up Rock Fest.
Yeah, Rock Fest on Thursday.
Which you're pretty excited about, aren't you?
Yeah, super excited. So that's Thursday night in Cadott, Wisconsin.
Cadott, Wisconsin. Yeah, I know. It's and the cool thing is, that's okay. You guys are from New York, right?
We're from New York City. Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about New York a little bit. What's happening in New York these days?
What's happening in New York?
The
Rents are getting
rent
higher.
Yeah.
People are changing. Everything's getting super expensive, and the artists are getting pushed out.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's a nutshell.
How tough is it? Let's get into that right away. And we got obviously Harry, Dave, and Gustavo here too. How tough is it for a starving artist? You guys are kind of that way. How tough is it to be in a city of New York City like that?
It's really rough. I mean, every little thing is just like a hassle. Even just going to the space with the van, parking the van, takes like 2 hours at times to park the van on the side of the street that we have to move 2 days later or a day later because of opposite side of the street parking. It's a lot. It's a lot of hassle. The vibration is always like this, so it takes a lot of stamina, I think, to do what we're doing in a city like that. But, we come out here and we're like, well, wouldn't it be nice if we just had a house we could rent? It could be a band house. The van could be parked. We could pack it the night before and leave it, actually, and then cruise out. We'd have a garage, yeah.
And people say, well, why don't you just leave? I was born there, so it's all I know. I'd love to leave. I can't afford to leave. That's the bottom line, All my money goes to rent and food and everything right now that I don't have money to put away to say, I'm going to move to, somewhere else.
Right.
So
that's, of course, you can't see who that was, but that was Dave talking, by the way. And you're one of the original members of the band, Vajra, correct?
I'm not original, but I'm the oldest member besides Anna Maria in this lineup.
Okay. So. Let's get to that just for a second. You've had some lineup changes a little bit, and unfortunately it happens. That's what happens when you're a band that's trying to make your name. You kind of have to find the right pieces for it. Talk about the change in the lineup.
It's tough. So at the very beginning, we started off, it was going to be a studio project. So I started writing the music when I was living in India. So I wrote, they call them the Skeletons, which is like the demo. And I came back and I was friends with Blake Fleming, who used to play in the Mars Volta, and I said, we talked about doing the music together, doing something together, and I was like, okay, so I wrote this stuff. Will you drum on it? He's like, let me hear it first before I commit. And so he listened to it. He's like, yeah, I really like it. It's cool. So he was the first one I found, and then I found a bassist and a guitarist, and they played on the album, and it was going to, like I said, just be a studio project. But then we said, let's do a couple of shows and see how it goes. We had a rehearsal and we thought, okay, we'll launch this. Let's do this. So we started playing some shows, and then, Blake saw what we were doing. He'd just gotten married. He lived 6 hours away, and he was, fixing to have a baby. So he's like, I can't commit, to touring or any of that kind of stuff. So we had, someone come in, his protege come in and play, and then that was awesome. And then, again, touring. So that's now, that's where we're, and again with the other guys, and then eventually people start falling out, and bassist had a baby, and he moved to the Midwest. So it's like life, it's just life and where people are and who can go out and do it and who wants to do it. And it's a lot of effort and a lot of work for no pay.
Right.
So it's hard. It's really hard. And it's hard to keep people. It's hard to make sure that we're going out and taking, the right things that help to move us forward instead of just going out to just say we're touring. We're trying to do it strategically and play like festivals and bigger, things. And then also get the radio dates in while we're out. So we're, tag teaming this at the same time.
Yeah.
And then, we have to also work on the new music and get that out there. So that's all a part of it too. So it's been an interplay of different things. And so recently, Harry came on 2 weeks ago, and Gustavo came on a week ago. So before we came out on tour, we were rehearsing like mad.
The wee hours.
Yeah, into the wee hours of the nights, and so here we are.
And of course, you guys came in a van. So do you practice in the van? Like at least, obviously, you can't do instruments in the van, but you can kind of singing and all that kind of stuff.
We've done motel room practices, which it's fun. Open a couple of beers and just play.
Yeah, we were doing like the acoustic set, the other day, and we did all the songs in the hotel room. We've done it in parking lots. We've gone to like the Target parking lots and the Walmart parking lots, and we just open the van up and just do a set there.
And once until the cops come and kick us out.
Yeah, mall parking
mall
lots.
Security.
Yeah, sometimes the mall security will kick us out. We've done that too. You do whatever you got to do,
Do whatever you do to survive, right?
Yeah, we got to rehearse. We'll stop and rehearse, and if we get kicked out, all right, so we'll move on. And it's like we're carny folk or something, we just do our thing. Okay, here's our song and dance, and if you get kicked out, we can move to the next town.
We're talking with the band Vajra. They're going to play some acoustic stuff for us tonight here, so I'm looking forward to that. We'll get to that in just a moment, but let's talk a little bit more about the new bandmates here and get them involved here a little bit too. And
sure.
The thing that's funny, that for me it's funny, is that bands are found now on Craigslist. Bandmates, I guess. That's kind of the thing. Back in the day, it was like, you got together with your buddies in school or something, or maybe you met at a bar or a garage band or something like that. And now it seems like everybody's finding musicians on Craigslist. And is that how you found these two guys?
That's how I found these guys. Yeah, Craigslist ad.
Talk about the two new guys here, and then they can talk about themselves too, I guess.
Yeah, they're super talented guys. They stepped into this project like with nothing, and they had everything done. They came prepared to the audition, which it doesn't always happen. We've had some people come down that were just like, I don't even know what they were thinking.
Everybody was so nice, very nice people, but sometimes it's just like,
you got to
really
learn the
nice
material.
To meet you,
if you're auditioning for a band, you got to learn the material.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what to say. These guys came and they knew the material. They have awesome people. They're good people and smart people, and I don't know. They're great guys. We feel blessed.
And you learn a lot about people in that van that's
that
small,
you do.
And all the traveling you have to do,
spaces.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, and great stories. But I'll let them open up because they both have really cool stories.
Let's talk, Harry. First of all, what's your story? I guess kind of what gravitated you to the band Vajra.
Well, I was on the Craigslist, and first thing I saw a progressive band, Six bassist. And I'm like, wow. Those are two things I like, progressive music and bass. I'm like, you know what, let's just check this out. And it turns out I dug the material a lot, and it came naturally to me, the parts, so I had no trouble learning them. And I loved rehearsing with them, so everything it was perfect. It was right on the money.
Very cool, very cool.
Fell into place.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. How about for you, Gustavo?
Well, how I got with the band, actually I had an ad put out on Craigslist too, and over the years I learned that, you gotta go through a lot of people until you find somebody for real, but coincidentally, Anna answered the ad and said, listen, we're also looking for a drummer, right? You want to try, we have auditions coming up, so I said, yeah, she sent me some material to listen to, and I listened like the first time. I immediately I liked the music. I clicked to it, So then we had a meeting and audition, and I guess it went pretty well. You know, it was and then so I'm here
now.
now.
Went pretty well. You're here now.
Yeah.
Here you are now.
I was like, okay, are you available next week? We're going on the road. I say, okay, let me make a couple phone calls and I'll be there. So
Yeah, it was that quick.
that's kind
It
of
was that quick. And I asked both the guys here before we started this, are you a little nervous about what's going to be happening? Not necessarily the interview, but the upcoming tour things that you have going on. And they both nodded their head a little bit. I mean, it's obviously you kind of got to work yourself together, get the chemistry and that. It just doesn't happen right away.
It's like a marination process
Right.
that, we haven't had the time to do. So the more we play, the deeper we sit in that, and the more we discover. Even in the hotel room when we were doing the acoustic thing, it was just like, oh man, this is so cool. Your choices are so off, both of them. Like, I love the choices that they're making musically. So we're still discovering that. And then we were just playing them some of the new stuff like last night in the other hotel room, and going through some of that. So,
Right.
What do you think of this bass line? What do you think of this, here I'm hearing this, and this is an interlude going into the song. I want to go heavy, and are you guys doing drop C? Yeah, we're doing drop C for this. Like that. All that stuff is still taking place, so it's
Right.
fresh. But it's exciting that they've come in at this point when it's so brand new, and they've already gotten like halfway, 3/4 of the way there. That sometimes it takes longer for other people to get to. So it's really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel blessed. I really do.
It sounds like, they can kind of move the process along rather than starting at the beginning again. You're kind of moved along where you need to be because you're obviously, the way it sounds to me, you guys are kind of at that next step you'd like to get to. Am I right on that?
That's right. Yeah, we're at that like pinky toe into that big, vast, world, and so it's everything has to be ramped up and tighter and stronger, and so we don't have time to be kind of waffling. We have to be straight on.
How about for you, Dave? You're obviously kind of the elder statesman, we can say now, of the band, and that I guess
I am.
You are. So
he's a really good driver.
And I was just going to say he's the driver
he's
too.
an excellent driver.
Excellent driver.
He's the driver. He's the finder of lost items.
I find all the lost items, and I find the alcohol at the end of the night after
yes.
we're done
Yes,
driving.
yes, he does.
After we're finished driving, of course.
Very good to hear. But yeah, let's talk about that driving in a van and all that. How much?
Beatrix.
A lot of pressure
Beatrix
put
the
on you,
band.
isn't there?
Well, I mean, I'm used to it because I was in a band years ago that we did a lot of traveling.
Okay.
And I've driven like every road on this country, every interstate and everything. So it kind of brings me back to like the early 2000s when I was.
He was in this band called Bile. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys remember.
I do
Bile.
remember a band
Bile.
like
It was like
that.
an
Yeah.
industrial metal
Yeah.
band, and we toured with like, the biggest tours we did was with like KMFDM and Pigface and stuff
Okay.
like that. We did a lot of smaller ones where we were, just driving and driving
Right.
and driving, and that's the fun of being in a band. Playing is fun, but all that like seeing the country, driving, and everything. So this like doing it now, I have no problem with it. I love it. It's like wow, it's 10 years ago again or whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy. Isn't
We're
it?
like gypsies. I don't know, like seriously, like you could find a home anywhere. I could find a home anywhere. I love it, and I love
Yeah.
to see the country. I really love being out on the road.
And we make it home wherever we are. We can
yeah, just a
like,
little
roll up
incense,
somewhere.
a little,
Yeah, you should.
crystals.
You should. Unfortunately, this is radio, so nobody can see that. But I think Scotty's gonna back here. Scotty, our tech geek's gonna do some video of some acoustic stuff. But they have all sorts of cool gadgets here. And what did you call this one again?
This is a water phone.
Okay, a water phone. This is like things you'd hear in scary movies.
That's right.
Isn't that crazy?
You'll see it tomorrow night if you guys come to the show.
Absolutely. We gotta plug that too, and then I'll get you guys all set up. Why don't you set yourself up here
Okay,
for
cool.
our first acoustic song, and we'll talk about tomorrow night. You're gonna be at the Dam Bar and Grill in downtown Little Falls, and Vajra gonna be performing there starting at 7:00. So you're hearing this interview tonight. So then tomorrow night at 7:00, we want to see everybody down there to check out them, as they're going to give us about 2 or 3 songs here on the airwaves here in the next 15, 20 minutes. they're going to give you a whole hour down at the Dam Bar and Grill coming up tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, downtown Little Falls. The best thing about the whole thing is it's free. There's no charge, no cover charge whatsoever. So you can watch this band, this up-and-coming band, real cool band. You guys got a cool vibe to you, and I think when we hear this coming up in just a moment, people out there are going to hear that vibe too. So you guys all ready to rock and roll here?
All right.
Receding into shadow, well being cast aside. The global mood is grim, and there's nowhere left to hide. And the wounds you cut are deep, and you just can't turn around. In the
caught in desperate action. Oh, you're treading the sea of truth, bound by strings that move you, agree to in your youth. Double barrel sighting is some stone in your edibles. Oh, we're hostage to the mindless, and we're left without a choice. Oh, we're ruled the way.
Wow. Awesome job, guys. That was awesome.
Thanks.
I got goosebumps.
Oh, that's the sign.
Scotty, I got goosebumps.
That
Isn't that crazy?
Cool.
Wow, that was awesome. And that's one of the many songs you're going to hear tomorrow night at the Dam Bar and Grill in downtown Little Falls, 7 o'clock. So why wouldn't anybody want to come check you guys out?
Come hang with us. It'll
Absolutely. Hey, let me ask the guys this question. Female-fronted lead singer. What do you think of little Anna Marie over here? I mean, obviously, what's she like? This is we're opening it up
Should
now.
I go in
here.
the other room?
No. And obviously, you got two guys here that have just brand new. But we can start with Dave, since you've been around here a little bit.
Well, I've generally been in a lot of bands that had guy singers.
Right.
And I was in one band that had a female singer in New York City a few years back, and it was one of my favorite bands that I was ever in. We were, it was just like a heavy rock band with a female singer, and I always liked that dynamic with heavy music and, this like sweet voice that can get real, sour. Yeah, guttural. Not guttural. I don't like screamy stuff, but I love the dynamic of the female voice over heavy music. I've always liked that.
Right.
And so to me it's a special thing to have, someone like her as the vocalist of this, and her wanting to play with me.
Please, come on.
So
when he sent me a message saying, well, I think I put something out
this is
saying
funny.
I was looking for a guitarist.
You actually, I've been friends with her for many years before I joined the band.
Right.
And I saw it on Facebook. She had said something like, is there any guitar players? I know this band that is looking for a guitarist. And I was playing bass in a band for a while. So I decided, I was like, oh yeah, what band is it? Maybe I'll see if I'm a good fit. I don't know. Give me their info. And she's like, no, it's my
us.
band.
Yeah, it's me. It's Vajra.
I'm like, oh. So I learned all the songs. I went down, and I've been there ever since.
Very cool.
So,
yeah.
and I was like, Dave wants to play in Vajra? I'm like, for real?
I think it was
Yes.
a very good partnership, which continues to be very good.
Yeah,
Very
he's
cool.
like one of my best friends.
She's one of
I
my
can
best
see
friends.
that. There's definitely chemistry there.
And it was good to enter this band already being friends with her, because it wasn't like, if I sucked, she could just say, you can't play this
Yeah.
stuff, so, sorry. And I'd be like, all right, well, whatever, let's go out for a beer, go out for a drink.
We got for glass one.
How about for Harry and Gustavo? You both are new, and obviously you knew there was going to be a female lead singer. What kind of gravitated? Was that part of the reason, or what? I guess, Harry, what can you say about that? I guess.
I mean, the music rocked.
Right.
So, I mean,
So cool, thanks.
I enjoyed the tunes. It does, for me. It doesn't make a difference, female vocalist, male vocalist. If the tunes are solid, I'm
Right.
gonna dig the band, and it helps that Anna Maria has great taste, and she's funny and chill to hang out with. So, how can you?
So cool, thanks.
You're learning something here for the first time, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's a big part of being in a band. If you don't like somebody,
Right.
it
It's not
makes it
gonna work.
really hard.
It's hard. It's so hard.
Yeah, I can see that. Especially you're spending a lot of hours together. And, it's one thing. I'm married. I got 3 daughters and that, and I'm with them. But then here, you guys are in all kinds of situations and long car trip. A car trip from here to St. Cloud can turn into an adventure for my family. So to imagine to go from New York to Little Falls and then backing around with 4 people, that's a lot.
It's hard. And then if somebody is like upset, it's like you feel that. It's the vibration, and so
Right.
everybody kind of gets a little tense. It's just really not cool, not cool.
How about for you?
Yes. Well, I agree with what they said too, and but definitely as far as having a female singer for a band, I played different bands before and
Right.
artists that were female singers, and so I'm familiar with that situation. And but Anna Maria, she's a tough girl. It's not like and she's on the stage, she commands the presence and the sound and everything. So there's not to worry about that. And as we said before, as soon as I heard the music. It didn't matter what it was, who was singing. The music was a whole, and it translated like that. Plus, from the musical standpoint, being a musician, you wanna it's a heavy band, so but still we want to play around the situation. Like on the drum kit, I don't want to overplay the cymbals, so they'll affect the frequency of the vocal ranges going. So I use more of the drums, the actual drums and stuff. So yeah. So in a nutshell, it doesn't matter.
Absolutely,
it's just great. Yeah.
Very cool. All right, let's get some more music here from Vajra. How about another acoustic song? Because if you don't like what you're hearing, shame on you, by the way, first of all. But if you like what you're hearing, you want to make sure you go down to the Damn Bar and Grill tomorrow night, as these guys and gal will be down there rocking the stage for an hour. Acoustic. Do you enjoy playing acoustic?
I do like playing acoustic. It's a different vibe. It's like a more chilled out vibe, and it's just a different place to explore, a different path,
So
and it's cool that the songs have been translating acoustically, because at first we were like, I don't know, and we had to rearrange, and then also tempo-wise bring it down a little bit, because I was feeling it more just slow and vibey.
Right.
So yeah.
What are we going to hear now?
You want to do intuition, guys? We're tuned up and everything, or do we have? Okay, cool.
All right, we'll let you go. Here's more Vajra acoustic here on FM 94's The Dark.
Can you hear the silence, the quiet of your mind? Back into that silence and touch the awareness of that void. Come a little closer. Don't ask me to explain. I'll point out the way. I will wait patiently. I am a stranger to you. I am a piece of yourself. I don't need anyone. I don't need anything. I am a stranger to you. I am a piece of yourself. I don't need anyone. I don't need anything. No. Hey, no. Oh, no. Hey, oh, no. I am a devil to religion. Always be down with pride. The old unfamiliar place somewhere deep inside. Oh, I am a stranger to you. I am a piece of yourself. I don't need anyone. I don't need anything. I am a stranger to you. I am a piece of yourself. I don't need anyone. I don't need anything. I am a stranger to you. I am a piece
Once again, great job, guys and gal. Wow, very cool, very cool. All right, so you heard another great song tomorrow night, Dam Bar and Grill, downtown Little Falls. This band, Vajra, will be performing 7 o'clock. Do you like performing? You got to obviously enjoy performing in front of people. The one thing I'm curious about, because I've seen a lot of your videos, and you love to dance, get around. So is it tough for you to sit in that chair right now and not be able to move around?
You see me, I'm kind of like squiggling around. It's just like, yeah.
So tomorrow night, are you going to be sitting, or are you going to be moving around a little bit more?
I don't know. Like I start sitting, and then I usually get up. I'll probably get up, you know. I've been dancing since I was 3.
Right.
So it's probably my first mode of expression, the first way of expressing myself, even before like speaking, probably,
Right.
So it's just a part of me, and like even when I record or when I do things, if I'm stiff, I just get too much in my head. I just have to kind of move in order to just break
Right.
it. Otherwise I'm like circling around and around and around. So it helps to relieve my stress. I will say, performing, I still get very nervous performing.
That's a good thing, because if you're not nervous, then you're not given what you really should be given. I mean, it's just like any baseball player, football player. You better have some butterflies there, because if you're not, then you're not really feeling it.
Yeah, and creatively, like when I write, that space I love being in, because that space is just, for me, connecting to the divine,
Right.
Emptying yourself, losing the ego space, and also through performance, I feel that's the best performances are when we do that as well, but it's a lot more difficult when you have 20 million eyes on you, like when you're alone creating, or when you're creating with people that you're comfortable with. It's easier to get into that space, I think.
Right.
So you kind of have to flip a switch and just connect to that, as opposed to connecting to all eyes being on you. So, but I love both. Yeah, I do love both, and I guess I'm probably somewhat of an exhibitionist. I always have been. So, that some of that does come naturally because of the course.
Right. Right. We'll get another song here from you guys here in just a sec. We got to wrap things up pretty soon here. So the one thing, I guess, future new music. What do you have coming up around the corner here?
Yeah, so what we have planned for you is something special, The Power of 3.
All right.
The trilogy series, we're calling it.
Okay.
So it's a series of 3 EPs with 3 songs each, and maybe some additional interludes and a bonus track or 2. And it'll be $3. And each piece of music is going to have a video component.
Okay.
And at the very end, we all 3 EPs and each piece of video will fit together into one long movie. So it's quite ambitious. And we're in the process of planning all this, and I've already started shooting certain things.
Okay.
And it's probably going to be a bit more experimental,
All right.
a lot of parts, because that's just what I'm sitting in right now.
Right.
And what I've been influenced by, I guess, lately. So a lot of it will be experimental, and then we'll try to add in some other stuff that'll be probably a little more palatable to everyone.
Nice.
So
Very
yeah,
nice.
so that won't be out till the final EP will be released. But the first EP should be released in the fall. So we have to get back and record immediately.
Yeah. Well, after this song,
Pressure's on.
after this song, we'll talk about kind of the touring that you guys are doing and that,
Sure.
and of course what you have coming up this week. So
Demon Static Tour.
that's what I heard. What?
Yeah.
So what do we
we'll
got?
be conjuring things tomorrow night.
Alrighty. So what are we going to hear here? What's our final song? Do we have one? What do you think, Dave?
I'm gonna let her pick it.
What do you guys want to do? Almost One?
That's up to you.
Want to try Almost
That's fine with
One?
me.
All right, let's do Almost One. Yeah, that's okay.
All right. Once again, I'll let those guys get ready. And Vajra tomorrow night, Dam Bar and Grill, downtown Little Falls, 7 o'clock acoustic show there. Make sure you get on out there. And this is new music from them right now here.
Recorders there, oh, up that hill, so close yet so far. Do you dare? You can see it and feel it. You can touch it and taste it, but you hear them in the distance, and you choose to remain there at almost one, 'cause it's lonely at the top. Almost one won't show 'em what you got. Almost one won't ever let you see. Almost one, that's all you'll ever be. Oh, you can see it, feel it, touch it, and taste it, but you hear them in the distance, and you choose to remain there at almost one, almost one, almost almost one, 'cause it's lonely at the top. Almost one won't show 'em what you got. Almost one won't ever let you see. Almost one, that's all you'll ever be. Almost one, almost one, almost one, almost one won't leave here. Almost one won't stay here. Almost one, almost one.
Great job, guy. What's really cool is, you got two guys in this band that haven't been here for more, a couple weeks. You guys are tight already together as a band. That is really cool.
Thank you. I mean, we knew we were coming on the road. We knew people are paying for shows, coming to shows. You can't have it half,
Right.
but.
Half butt. That's all right. You can say half-ass. That's okay.
Oh, could I say it?
Yeah, you can say that.
Oh, yes.
It's all right.
Can't do it half-ass.
Exactly. Yeah, you mentioned shows. And, of course, tomorrow night right here in Little Falls, you got a show. And actually, tomorrow you're going down to Mankato, I believe, to do some radio.
That's right. Yep.
So you're crazy. You're going to be here right
back and
now.
forth.
You're going down there tomorrow, and you're coming back here.
And then back to Eau Claire, to
Cadott, Wisconsin. Yep.
Yeah, Cadott.
For Rockfest.
Yeah.
Now, give me that. Let's talk about Rockfest for a
playing
second.
the same night as Marilyn Manson.
What is that?
We're playing in the day.
Yeah.
We're playing on a side stage.
Still, though, you're part of the venue. I mean,
are.
there's people paying money to go see this, and you guys are going to be one of the acts there. What does that feel like?
Oh, I'm so excited to play that festival. I'm super excited.
We're actually going to be in the, what is it, the tattoo?
Yeah, the Showdown Festival tent.
Yeah.
So the Showdown tattoo, yeah.
They have a beer and tattoo tent.
I might get my nose pierced, finally.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully
Yeah.
it's I think we'll be playing indoors, so we're not in the sunlight. We'll be like in a tent.
In
Okay.
a tent, hopefully. And then
Okay.
on Friday, we stay to hang. We're going to be hanging around.
Yeah.
And I'm going to meet my future husband.
Yeah, I was just going to say, did you hear about? You've probably heard about this all the way
I've
from
heard
New
about
York,
it, yeah.
right?
I've heard about it for a couple of years now.
So for the listeners, tell them who your future husband is going
He
to be.
plays in a band called Alice in Chains. He plays guitar. Jerry Cantrell. Are you listening?
You never know, Jerry. Jerry might be listening. I tell you one thing, that there's probably a lot of people listening right now that will be heading to Rockfest this
Awesome.
weekend.
Oh,
So
come meet us. Come
absolutely.
hang with us.
So
It'll be fun.
if you can't make it down, obviously tomorrow night to the Dam Bar and Grill in downtown Little Falls. If you're heading over to Rockfest, which there are a lot of people that'll be heading that way,
Yeah.
you got to check out this band. Do you know what time you're playing?
Yeah, I think it's 2:15.
Okay.
2:15, and it's the full electric show. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So everybody will be sober enough to actually see your show then yet.
Well, I don't know about that. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
first day, though, right? It's the first day of the 3-day festival.
It is,
so,
yeah.
so people will be getting ready. But
Gearing up.
we talked about the future kind of music and that. How about for touring after this? What's kind of the future going for Vajra?
On the road, so
Yeah.
we have another tour in down south and then Texas in
Yep.
August.
Okay.
So we have some dates where we still have to book everything fully, but some of the dates, half of it's confirmed already. So probably through Tennessee and North Carolina again.
Okay.
And then possibly something in October. And then that'll probably be it for the, probably just like one-offs or regionally for the end of the year.
Right.
And then, we have to see what's going on. I mean, we went out to California and then Southwest in Jan-Feb last year, and that seemed to go really well. I don't know if we're going to make that trip
was a
again.
lot of fun.
But it was a lot of fun, and we had a good reception, really
we did
cool
very well
reception.
in L.A. in California.
Yeah,
Right.
surprisingly,
Yeah.
So I'd like to get back out there again, and we have friends out there and stuff, and I
Yeah.
love it on the West Coast. It's
Well, I remember
gorgeous.
last year we talked, and you had said it was surprising that the Midwest actually got you guys
know.
more liked you than the coast did.
More than the coast, but LA was just amazing. So,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you this: radio gravitated to us earlier than the coast.
Okay.
have. So radio still is like, they've accepted us earlier than the coast, but live show wise, I think so far now things have been picking up, and
Right.
I don't know if I would say evening out because we've only been to LA twice now. So,
Right.
it's hard to say, and it's difficult to get out there. It's a long trip. It took us, we lost our rear differential on the way. So we actually hauled ass out there from Pennsylvania to like New Mexico and
2 days. No,
Yeah.
well, we got from Pennsylvania to L.A. in 2 days.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but we don't.
drove.
We'd prefer not doing that on a
Drove
regular
lots.
basis, But
And-
that's because we had a show and we were like, oh, shh.
A lot of coffee on that drive.
Did you do all the driving, Dave?
I did a lot of it.
Okay.
We split it
Split it up.
obviously.
Right.
But we drove 24 hours,
Right.
like straight. We didn't stop
I
and
hear
sleep.
Wow.
In Beatrix. So Beatrix the van.
Yes.
She almost had well, I don't want to say anything too like soon. I mean, touch wood as I'm saying it because she's very needy. We found her. She was neglected. So now any chance it takes, she needs to be paid attention to. She
Right.
needs to be serviced. She needs this. She needs that. But thank God she's been doing very well. But she did lose her rear differential on the way to California. That caused a big problem. Now this run, we had some things that she needed fixing, but she seems to be very happy. She likes going above 70 miles an hour. No. Shh. I shouldn't say that too loudly, right? The police are listening.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it.
That van can go to 100 easily.
Nice.
And you don't notice it.
On the back roads, right?
Yeah. Well, sometimes I'm like, whoa, I got to slow down.
No, that happened to me too. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't believe
You're
I'm
doing 100. You slow down to 70, you feel like you're crawling.
She hates traffic.
Oh, boy.
She actually just sometimes stalls out. She doesn't want to deal with it, and then we're left hanging until she decides she wants to start again.
Yeah.
Well, we could sit here and talk forever, but it's been a lot of fun having you guys in studio, and of course, we
Thanks
want
for
to
having
invite
us.
everybody out tomorrow night to the Dam Bar and Grill here in downtown Little
Definitely.
Falls, 7:00. And of course, if you can't make it there and you're going to Rockfest, make sure to check them out on Thursday over at the Rockfest there in the Showdown Festival Tattoo Tent, something like that.
2:15.
Yeah. Perfect.
Thursday.
Perfect.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Great seeing you.
Great to finally meet you in person.
Yes. I'm actually real. Nobody else thinks that, but that's okay. In fact, we're going to play your latest song, at least that we're spinning on the airways right now, 3.14. What's the story of the song?
Oh, well.
Uh-oh.
What do you think the story is?
I don't know.
What does it mean to you?
What's it mean to you?
I don't always like to say, but when I wrote this song, I was thinking about a past relationship that I had.
I was thinking probably it had something to do with that, but everybody has their songs up for interpretation of what they think.
But I think they are up for interpretation.
Absolutely.
So I think that whatever it means to you is perfect. You know, what it means to me is one thing, and what it means to you is something else, and that's beautiful. That's what this is all about.
The band is Vajra. Tomorrow night, Dam Bar and Grill, 7 o'clock. Make sure you get there. Thank you so very much, guys and gals.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's their latest song. It's 3.14. It's on the dark. It's on FM 94.